The morning was quiet, the kind of gentle stillness that makes every sound feel louder, clearer, heavier. Cars moved slowly, the breeze carried the faint scent of fresh bakeries opening, and the city seemed half awake. But for Daniel, this street had become something more than a routine path. It had become the place where a quiet miracle repeated itself every single day. He walked his daughter Emily to school before heading to work, and at the same crosswalk every morning, he always saw the same woman in a wheelchair waiting to cross. Something about her gentle smile, her calm strength, and the way she tried to appear independent even when she clearly struggled drew him in. So, without fail, he would help her cross, fix her footrest, adjust her bag, or simply greet her with a kindness that came so naturally to him. That morning, however, when he kneeled down to adjust the strap near her shoe like he always did, she looked at him in a way she never had before, as if she was carrying a truth too heavy to hide anymore. And within moments, she would speak the words that would shake him to his core. Before the story continues, if you believe in kindness, compassion, and second chances, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Everyday Heroes. Your support helps us bring more heart-touching stories to the world. Daniel had been a single father for 5 years, ever since his wife passed in a sudden accident that tore his world apart. He poured his entire heart into raising Emily, wanting her to grow up with love even if life had taken so much from them. Helping the woman at the crosswalk became a small part of his morning rhythm, almost like a reminder that life still held meaning. Emily adored the woman too, often waving excitedly and asking questions about her day. Though the woman never shared much, there was something about her eyes, a quiet sadness mixed with gratitude, that made Daniel feel as though she carried a story she wasn't yet ready to tell. Day after day, he offered help without expecting anything in return, and slowly it formed an unspoken bond between three people who met by chance but kept showing up for each other. Yet beneath the calm surface, something deeper was happening. Daniel began noticing little details, how the woman's hands trembled when she tried to hold her phone, how she sometimes forced a smile even when she seemed exhausted, and how she always thanked him as if his small acts of kindness meant more to her than they should. One morning, she seemed unusually nervous, looking around as if searching for courage. Daniel sensed it but didn't want to push. Instead, he simply knelt down like always, adjusted the brakes on her wheelchair, and made sure she could cross safely. Emily stood beside them, cheerful and innocent, unaware that life sometimes shifts in moments you never see coming. The woman took a shaky breath, gripping the armrest tightly. Her voice wavered but held sincerity so raw that Daniel immediately felt his chest tighten. She told him that she had been watching him just as he had been helping her, noticing how he never rushed, never treated her like a burden, never hesitated even when he was clearly late for work. She confessed that those few minutes of kindness each morning had become the anchor that kept her going, especially in a year that had been filled with loneliness, medical struggles, and fear about the future. Her words came out slowly, almost painfully, as if she had held them inside for far too long. She explained that she used to be a teacher, that she once walked this same street proudly and confidently, and that losing her mobility had made her feel invisible, forgotten by the world. But Daniel's kindness reminded her that she still mattered. Then her voice cracked as she revealed something that struck Daniel like a blow to the heart. She told him that she had once lost her own young son in an accident years ago, and every morning watching Daniel with Emily felt like watching the life she could never return to. At first it hurt her, she admitted, but slowly it began to heal her. Watching a father show such gentle care reminded her of love, of hope, of the goodness that still existed in people. She finally confessed that she had been too afraid to say it before, but she wanted him to know that he had saved her in ways he didn't even realize, that his small acts of kindness had kept her from giving up on herself. Those words broke Daniel completely, not in a painful way, but in the way that humbles a person down to their soul. He had been trying so hard to be strong for Emily, to rebuild his life piece by piece, and to hear that his simple gestures held such power felt overwhelming. For a long moment, none of them moved. The city noise faded into the background as human hearts connected in a way that no ordinary morning could ever explain. Daniel felt emotion rising inside him, the weight of his own loss, the depth of her pain, and the unexpected truth that sometimes the kindness you give without thinking becomes someone else's lifeline. Emily, sensing the heaviness, gently held the woman's hand, and her small gesture brought a soft, grateful smile to the woman's face. In that moment, Daniel realized that life doesn't always heal us through grand miracles. Sometimes it heals us through the quiet ways we show up for each other. From that day forward, their mornings no longer felt like chance encounters. They became a small but powerful circle of companionship, proof that broken hearts can help mend other broken hearts. And as they crossed the street together that morning, Daniel felt something shift, a sense of renewed purpose, a reminder that helping others also helps us heal ourselves. Life had taken much from both of them, but it had also brought them to each other, and in that unexpected connection, something beautiful had begun to grow. If this story touched your heart even a little, please like, comment, and subscribe to Everyday Heroes. Your engagement helps us share more emotional stories with the world. Before the ending, tell us in the comments, have you ever received kindness from a stranger that you'll never forget? In the end, the woman's words didn't break Daniel in despair, they broke open a part of him that had long been closed, allowing light to enter again. And sometimes, that is all it takes for two lives to change forever.